Russia's war map is expanding, and this time, the shift is north. Moscow has launched a fresh ground incursion into Ukraine's northeastern Sumy region, breaching what Kyiv once considered a stable defensive belt. Russian forces entered the border village of Hrabovske, triggering active combat and forcing Ukraine to scramble to contain the advance. Ukraine's joint task force confirms that fighting is currently ongoing in the village of Hrabovske, as Ukrainian troops attempt to push Russian units back across the border. But the very fact that Russian ground forces crossed into Sumy marks a significant escalation, reopening a front that had remained relatively quiet since Ukraine's 2022 counteroffensive. The incursion has rapidly turned into a humanitarian flashpoint. Ukrainian officials and local media say around 50 civilians were moved from Hrabovske into Russian territory. Ukraine's human rights ombudsman claims the civilians were taken forcibly, while Russia has issued no official response. According to local outlet Cordon.media, many residents had earlier refused evacuation, signing waivers to stay behind. Evacuation efforts by the Red Cross, the White Angels unit, and local authorities reportedly managed to remove only about a quarter of the village's population before Russian troops arrived. At the same time, Russian-linked Telegram sources are pushing a damaging sequence of Ukrainian military breakdown. Analysts claim Ukrainian soldiers near Hrabovske operated under Russian drone surveillance, handed over weapons to civilians, and were captured without resistance. Allegations Kyiv has not independently confirmed. The fighting in Sumy comes as Russian pressure intensifies across the battlefield, from Pokrovsk and Kupiansk to Zaporizhzhia and the Donbass. President Volodymyr Zelensky says Russia has launched approximately 1,300 attack drones, nearly 1,200 guided aerial bombs, and 9 missiles in just 1 week. For Moscow, Sumy signals an opportunity, a new northern axis to stretch Ukraine's already strained defenses. For Kyiv, it's a warning that no region is immune. As Russian forces test Ukraine's northern shield, the question now is whether Sumy becomes a temporary incursion or the start of a deeper, more dangerous front.